Okay. Hello, Scott. First of all, just bear with me with the mic. I haven't got an integrated mic, so it might be a bit distorted because the mic is built into my speakers. Anyway, I'm just gonna go to MailWizz. I just saw your video, so I'm just try to describe how this works. I know that the way you were showing it to me by default, the layout looks a bit weird. So let me just quickly take you through the broadcast list first, and how to look at the stats. So for a broadcast, MailWizz will take it as a regular campaign. So I go to here and I click on regular campaign, and here I can see all my regular campaigns. So all these drafts is the ones which I'm working on and converting them into autoresponders. So I'll just disregard them, but what I will normally do is I normally expand it, and I want to have a look what I have been doing. Right, so I know that one of the questions in here is you do not even know when the list has gone out. So in this case, if you see in here, since we segmented our list and we started doing the list separately in the start, so I've just come down to the bottom of the list, and I can see that it is starting from 19th on the 6th, 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, so on and so forth, and it is going on. And this is the list which, when you gave me the 20k list, when we started doing it, we segmented it into each 5 lists. So each 5 subscribers, 5k subscribers. So this is these are all the regular broadcasts, and you can see they are being displayed as date wise. What you can do is, if the layout is not clear, for a regular email, this send as has got a meaning that when the list has gone out. So if I sort it out and change the layout to saying, okay, I've changed the layout to show me from bottom to top now. So this is how I'm gonna see it on the 9th, because these are all drafts. I'm just gonna ignore it and I'm just gonna come down, and the 19 is basically come up in here. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, so top to bottom, and you can go down. These are all your regular broadcasts. The stats you can see on the right. The difference I can show you is, on your screen, your layout was basically like not showing the full window. I'm on my monitor, so I think that my monitor displays it in a bigger format. You might be on your Mac with a smaller screen, so you might have to scroll left and right to see the stats on a go. So that's why you were not able to see that. This is one thing I noticed. Or another way is, when you go to the dashboard, this is a good way of looking at the stats. So for a particular subject, you can come down and see, okay, I want to see the stats for this one. You can come and look for the stats for that one. When you are going into all campaigns or regular campaigns, you are basically looking at regular campaigns which are broadcast. So I think that makes life a bit easier, and the dates in here do correspond. Just ignore the draft one, as I said, and the ones which we have sent started from the 19th. So I'll go back down actually. So from the 6th of 19th, so 2021, bottom to up, this is how we have been sending regular, and the dates do correspond. Now I will come back to autoresponders. and autoresponder does look a bit weird, and I totally agree. The thing I think I wrote it into your messages also, that with autoresponder the send at date is irrelevant, and I'll tell you why that's irrelevant. Is because when we are setting the days for the last series which we have started, so the best way to look at it is if I click on time to sort the time out. So this is gone to old day 0, so I'm just gonna sort it again. So now it is like sorting from bottom to top. So I go back down, and there you go. So we started from day 0, and I'm not going to look at autoresponder 15. I'm not going to look at the autoresponder campaign. So this is the list which we started working at. I did send out one email in advance, which is this one, basically baking soda, and you told me that I sent the wrong one. I renamed it to old. But the campaign, the list which we are targeting, which you gave me, the 20k list, is basically this one. So day 0 or day 1, which I am starting for this campaign. So yeah, so day 1 is basically we're sending our first email for autoresponder campaigns list. Skip this 15k because I think that was in between we sent it for the 15k list. But just keep an eye on autoresponder campaign, autoresponder day 2, autoresponder day 3. This is the old one, so skip that. I should be able to delete it, but I didn't delete it, so we can keep that stats. Day 4 autoresponder, day 5 autoresponder, day 6, 7, 8, so forth and so on, and it is going on. And the last one which we sent today was day 15, and tomorrow will be day 16. Right, okay, your question was why is the send date is weird? Because we are not sending it on this date. So in this scenario, when I said that the send that date is irrelevant, because this date is showing when I enable the list. So when I enable the list, that does not mean that the list is going to send out straight away. Reason being that we have delayed the responder to go after 16 days, and this 16 days is basically to the date when we import the subscribers into autoresponder. So the day which we imported the subscribers is, I don't know whether we can see the date, but it should correspond to our day 0 or day 1. So we must have imported it on the 24th. So from 24th, day 1, and then day 2, 3, 4. So this day, the days which are matching are basically against the time when we imported the list. So yeah, I can see I imported the date added on the 22nd. So add 16 days to 22nd, and that will be the day the next campaign will go out, and then 17, 18, 19, 20. This is basically send at is irrelevant. As I said, this is the date when I set it up and I said okay, click send. It said I'm going to send, but it will wait for the trigger, and the trigger is set to after 20 days of the subscription of an account. So then it will send out, and the stats are basically, you can see, scroll right and you can see the stats in here. So I know when you came in here it was like weird, or you did not know how to sort it out. Generally the default mechanism is it might have sorted out by ID, or yeah, so the ID is different. The reason being that I did not set up all the 30 days campaign or the 40 days in one go. I maybe did 7 or 8 on one day when I had time, and then 7 or 8 on another day when I had time. So I just enabled it, and then the trigger I set is basically what is going to dictate the time the email is going to send out. So I always come in autoresponders. I click on time once, so it sorts from 0 from bottom to top. I do it again, and then it basically sorts out from bottom to top, top to bottom, and then I scroll down and I have a look. All my days are laid out correctly, and they are basically sending out as they should be going out every day since the first campaign we started subscribing, imported the subscribers in there. And I assume, and this is what understanding is, now if we import another 20k, they will start from day one, and the same series will keep on going. So it looks right to me, because I have spent some, because I'm spending time on it, and it seems like it's working for me. But obviously it is totally different to Aweber. That interface looks much nicer, and in a sense that you have been working on that interface, you are quite comfortable with it. Within MailWizz, I think it's a matter of spending some time and then going through, and then maybe trying to manipulate or do some tricks and see if you can figure it out. Otherwise, I'll try to help you out. If it makes sense to you, that's fine. If you say still it's too clunky for you to understand, then we can obviously have a look at another stuff. What else? Yes, the non-clickers. So I had been looking at it. I know there was a way to segment it. The last time when I was having a look, I did the segmentation for openers only. So hence the last openers subscribers I imported was basically from the way how I extracted the openers. For the non-clickers, I will spend some time on my list to create some segments and test it, and I should be able to confirm it to you.